Whether you're aiming for that promotion at work or looking to dive into leadership head first, the following 5 signs will really highlight your readiness. The first sign that you're ready to be a leader is a natural inclination towards taking the lead. Leaders are generally proactive individuals who do not wait for somebody to say go to actually take the initiative. They can see what needs to be done and they just take charge. If you find yourself volunteering to do tasks or to take ownership over things or just generally taking the lead even without anyone asking you to do so, it is a strong indication that you possess that leadership mindset. My mother would say the first sign of me having any kind of inclination towards telling people what to do, she would not have said leadership, was the continued reference to being assertive, bossy, well, downright bossy, in my report cards at school. However, I think the first time that I started really reflecting on whether or not I wanted to be a leader was during a workshop where the lecturer expressed his disappointment that I didn't take the lead in the group project, as the other members of the group were taking the lead from me without me even being aware that that was the case. I reflected on that afterwards and how I felt about that. And then I started noticing it a little bit in other situations that weren't even work related. And that was probably the first point where I started really seriously considering leadership as a possibility for me. Now, we all know that communication is key in any leadership role. I think many people will talk about this. Sign number 2 is if you find yourself really effectively conveying your ideas, actively listening to others, and being able to provide really constructive and helpful feedback. If people are naturally turning to you for guidance or input or advice, it's a sign that your communication skills are already in the leadership league. You can look for signs in group settings where other people are asking for your opinion, or if you get that sense that people are looking to you for a response. See my video that I've linked here too on speaking with confidence. There is usually someone in a group setting that the majority of people will subconsciously take the lead from. So it's worth just taking note in situations, particularly where it's with colleagues or a group where there's no real hierarchy. Are team members asking for your opinion? Are they looking at you, waiting for you to weigh in on something? Do they agree with your input when you provide it? Or perhaps show more consideration for what you've raised than what they do with other members of the group? This could well be another sign. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, can you please like and subscribe? It really helps me know what content you want to hear from in the future. For those who are viewing for the first time, I'm Nikki. I've been in leadership for over 17 years and have built my career from leading just 2 people to leading leaders on multiple locations. On to number 3. While leadership involves leading, it also involves being a team player. Leaders really understand the value of collaboration and appreciate the strengths of every team member. If you really enjoy watching others succeed, actively contribute to group projects, and know that you help foster that positive team environment, you're displaying real team player mentality. This is crucial for effective leadership. Do you find yourself being a bit of a facilitator in meetings? Perhaps you're really aware of people who haven't contributed and you really try and ask for their input without anyone prompting you. Perhaps you can sense when team members don't want to speak up, or they have something to say, or they're hesitant. Like, that sense of people is really important in leadership and is definitely one of those signs. Ensuring that you're aware of people and whether or not they want to contribute to things, or whether their dynamic has changed a little bit, is really important in leadership. You have to really tap into that subtle changes in behaviour to ensure that your team is all working together and actively engaged. So if you're already doing this, this is definitely a great sign of leadership. Another key sign of readiness in leadership is your ability to change and adapt to solve problems. Leaders continuously face unexpected challenges and situations and really need to navigate through those uncertainties. If you're comfortable stepping out of your comfort zone, thinking on your feet, and finding solutions rather than dwelling on the problems, you're showcasing the resilience and problem-solving skills that are essential for leadership. One of the things I really encourage my team is to come up with solutions to problems. It's really easy to fall into the trap of receiving a whole lot of problems in your leadership role. And yes, this is par for the course, but if you're also encouraging your team to come up with some solutions to those problems, as usually they're closer to the work than you are and have better ideas, let's be honest. It is quite easy to fall into the trap in leadership of just receiving all the problems. And it is part of the job, and you'll need to be ready for creating solutions on the fly. However, a lot of the really great solutions will come from the team themselves. And often if they recognise the problem in the first place, they already have some ideas around the solution that could resolve it. So coming up with ideas for problems is really encouraged. And it is really obvious, those people who come with solutions to things and not just with problems. And to me, it is a real sign of leadership readiness. Now, another sign is around vision and goal setting. Leaders have a really clear vision and goals. It's part of the job. If you find yourself envisioning the bigger picture and inspiring others with your goals, you're demonstrating leadership qualities. Leaders will have a roadmap for success, and their passion for their vision often motivates others as well. This can come through to others, perhaps with your own development journey, where you have a clear path and goals that you are trying to achieve. It can also come about in project situations, for example, where you might find yourself being quite inspired by setting some goals for the team and actually helping them build towards that, and doing this without really paying much attention to the fact that you're kind of guiding the way and quite happy and comfortable in that space. Do you find yourself offering to take the lead? If you resonate with these signs, it might be the perfect time for you to step up and into that leadership potential. Thanks for watching.